So I write stories and I draw pictures to go with them. And I have been doing this mostly alone in a notebook on my desk at odd hours for a while now. This time I want to share this story with you. This story I wrote is called Cat Stretchwell and the Many Yogis. It's about a cat that teaches yoga and what happens when something she loves gets a little too big for her to handle alone. I will read it to you the whole way through, and while I do, you will see me draw some of the moments that I couldn't stop thinking about when I wrote it. I hope you guys like it, and I think it might be one worth hearing. Okay, so let's begin. Before the sun even stretched across the sky, Cat Stretchwell already had. Good morning, everyone. 5 students sat on their mats. A raccoon, a bunny, a turtle, a hedgehog, and a very scared-looking dog. Today, Cat say, we're practicing balance. She loved this. Small classes, calm, breathing, peaceful mornings, and she was very, very good at it. The business grew, and word spread. Her classes make you feel lighter than air, said the bunny. I touch my toes, shouted the raccoon. By the next week, 10 students. The week after that, 20. Soon, the studio was packed. Animals squeezed, tail to tail. Someone's whiskers were in someone else's ear. Someone sneezed glitter. Nobody knew why. The dog fell over a stretching post and bumped into a llama. Peace, Cat tried to say, but her voice was getting lost in the noise. One morning, she opened the door, and there was a line down to the sidewalk. Around the corner, past the bakery. Are you here for the yoga class? She asked. Yes, they all cheered. Cat's tail twitched. She wanted to help everyone, but there were too many. The studio felt crowded. She felt rushed. She couldn't correct poses. She forgot names. And worst of all, she wasn't enjoying it anymore. I would simply teach more classes, Cat decided. So she did. One at 6 a.m., another one at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, evening. She stretched and stretched and stretched. Her voice grew scratchy. Her paws felt tired. One day, she demonstrated downward dog and accidentally fell asleep mid-pose. The class gently clapped. That was very advanced, said the turtle. But Cat knew the truth. She was exhausted. Working harder didn't fix it. If the space is the problem, Cat thought, I will make more space. She knocked down a wall. She borrowed mats. She squeezed in fans and mirrors. Opening day of the new, bigger studio, 50 animals show up. 50. A goat got stuck on warrior pose. A squirrel kept practicing cartwheels. Cat tried to help everyone at once. Lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders, no chewing the yoga blocks. Her head spun. Bigger space only meant bigger chaos. That night, she sat alone in the quiet studio. The candles had burned low. The mats were crooked. Her whiskers drooped. I started this because I love teaching, she whispered. I wanted calm. I wanted connection. Now she just felt tired. Maybe she wasn't meant to run a big studio. Maybe was only good with 5 students. Maybe success had ruined everything. A small tear slipped down her nose. The next morning, the raccoon knocked on the door. Class today? Cat took a deep breath. I need help, she said out loud for the first time, and something surprising happened. I can help. I can check animals in, said the raccoon. I'm very organized. Next came in 2 other students that overheard them talking. I can clean mats, said the bunny. I like things neat. I can manage schedules, quacked the duck. Proudly, Cat blinked. She had been trying to do everything herself, but she didn't have to. She hired 2 helpers, Raccoon, front desk and check-in, Bunny, studio care and mat manager, and the dog insisted on assistant timekeeper. Now, Cat only did what she loved most, teaching. At the new studio, classes ran smoothly, animals checked in calmly, mats were lined up straight, music played softly. Cat walked through the room slowly, correcting paws gently, encouraging softly. The room felt peaceful again, even though it was full. After class, the turtle said, It feels different. It feels balanced, said the hedgehog. Cat smiled. Balance. She had been teaching it all alone, but she was living it. That evening, Cat gathered her team. I thought being successful meant doing everything alone, she said. But real strength is knowing when to ask for help. The raccoon nodded, the bunny smiled, and the dog saluted for no reason. The studio glowed warm in the sunset light. Cat Stretchwell had learned something new. Stretching too far can make you fall, but stretching together makes you steady. Outside the studio window now, a sign read, Cat Stretchwell Yoga, now enrolling. Inside, peace, balance, and one very happy cat. The end. Okay, that's Cat Stretchwell. I wrote her story because I think a lot of us know what it feels like to love something and then watch it get complicated. To keep pushing when we should probably ask for help. To think that struggling alone is somehow more honest than admitting we need help. And Cat, figure it out. I'm still working on this story, but let me know what you think. And if this felt like your kind of thing, slow, quiet, made by hand, give me a follow. If you have some ideas you want me to try on my next story, let me know in the comments. There are more stories coming, so I hope you stick around. I will see you on the next one. Bye.